Well, well, well. Aren't we back for another cheery year of the Chud month? It's the end of November, a special sacred month where we all did our best to ignore, let's just say, obese people that might eat poop. In fact, I've enjoyed November so much, I might just extend it. I might extend it out into December and maybe all of 2023 as well. I don't know. It's going to take a headline like Pig Killed on Highway and Tragic T-Bone Semi-Accident to get me to break this new covenant. Oh, I'm going to have to make a covenant now about this. I hope your month has been treating you well. Lots of exciting things happening. We'll be focusing on the most exciting one. I could talk about Elon Musk and his Twitter amnesty, which may or may not be happening. I'm not even sure. Or him picking a fight with Apple and then making them bend the knee by bringing them down to their headquarters. But I'm not going to. We'll have to wait and see what Elon does with Twitter. But at least he's enjoying $44 billion worth of a prank. This might actually be the most expensive "it's just a prank, bro" I've ever fucking seen. You gotta love it. Oh, during that entire thing, I forgot I had a little dancing pudding for the opening songs, and I didn't even play it. Fucking boomering it up. Shameful. Absolutely. Chat, it's just shameful. Look at him. He's bobbing along with the music. Of course, he bobs along a little better at Odyssey, where the music's a little more edgy than we can play over here on YouTube. You got to keep it nice. Got to keep it family friendly over here. Can't say any of the bad words. Nothing starting with an N or a K or an F or an S or a G or an H. Actually, it really just kind of fucks you on every consonant, doesn't it? We're left with vowels, but I'm sure there are quite a few vowel slurs too. I'm going to be stuck to my vocabulary existing of nothing but Z and X words. And then I'll still probably get in trouble. Before we really get into this, I had a couple of big super chats come through, and I'm a whore. So let me run over there like the dirty, dirty girl that I am. From Vitamin D for 300 Canadian dollars, which I think adjusted for inflation, I think that's like $1.55. If I'm in Canada, that's Canadian dollars. Am I saying that right? CAD? I could get like 2 bags of hot dog buns right now. I know Canadians don't like to post their grocery prices. It's brutal over here right now. But over there, it's fucking crazy. Anyway, Jesus is the Son, born of Virgo, baptized by Aquarius. The 12 disciples are the zodiac. The heads of the cherub are the 4 fixed signs. The crowns of thorns are sun rays. Like Dionysus, he ripens grapes, turning water to wine. In the sun, he cures the blind. He is Amun-Ra. Read Reverend Robert Taylor for more. Then there's one from Not a Troll for 200 that disappeared, and I think that might be, in fact, trolling me, but I'm going to read it anyway because I just like what it says. Metokur Masochist for $200. Thanks for the laughs always, Jim. Never stop laughing at life. I wish I still had the pregnancy picture up. The pregnancy. Hold on. You know what? I'm doing you all a fucking disservice. I'm going to fix that right now. Let me go get the Ashton, where's my baby? Where's my baby? Pregnancy picture. I don't know where I left it. Now I've got to go find it. You know what? We're in no hurry. It's a nice and relaxed day. Take a moment to find it. It's quite specific. I don't think I'm going to have difficulty. Fire. We are. I found it. There we are. Let me reread that super chat to really give you your money's worth that you, I think, refunded to not a trolling me. Metokur Masochist for $200. Thanks for the laugh, Jim. Never stop laughing at life. Ashton! Oh, God, I can feel its little feet kicking through your couch hits. Ashton! Our baby. Our precious little Ashton. Our precious little baby, Ashton. Oh, God, I can hear him kicking in there. Ashton. Our little baby. Oh, it's so fucking dumb. I'm never not going to find that funny. I'm never not going to find that just amusing. And finally, 50 from Evil Bunny. Here's your 50, Jim, and Bunny. All right, I think I read the big ones. So I'll get to the rest. I'll get to the rest later. Oh, God. Already throwing my game off here. Didn't get my dancing pudding up. Didn't have my Ashton Where's the Baby picture ready. It's just disaster after disaster. Oh, fucking shameful. But since I'm already dripping in shame, let me shill a little bit. Be sure to swing on by the Metokur Selfie store and pick up your holiday-themed Meadow Puddings. That's right, Meadow Puddings for Christmas! Buy a couple shirts and mugs and stickers, oh my! Remember, this is a hat-funded economy. Look at him dance. Look how fucking happy he is. Adorable little Meadow Puddings. Only at the Metokur Selfie store. Act now. Okay, enough fucking around. Let's get to the big story. Oh boy, Jim. The A-logs. Oh, they're on the ropes right now, boys. They're on the ropes right now. America first, prominently in power. They're scoring big W's everywhere. In the A-logs, they're a skittering and a scattering everywhere. How are we going to survive this? If you've been watching the news and you understand anything about American politics, you know that it is a sideshow circus full of the most ridiculous shit that can ever take place. Now, if you thought 2016 and 2018 and 2020 was something, get ready, because we have something special in store for you now. I'd like to set the stage, because it all begins at the airport. It all begins with the airport with a young cat boy and the man that he idolizes. Wait a minute. Is that Nicolas J. Fuentes, Mexican leader of the white race, with Kanye West, internationally known superstar rapper? I believe it is. Oh shit. Nick's hit the big time, boys. He's hit the big. Oh God. I think I'm having a heart attack over here. My A-log physiology can't compute this. I'm getting a little shaky. It's not looking good for Jim's health over here. Not looking great for Nick's either. Based on that hunchback. Now I'm not sure if, like, right before he got off the gate, right out of the plane, if he looked over at Kanye and he's like, "Hey, did you ever see Hunchback of Notre Dame? Check this out. I do a really good impression of him. Esmeralda, donde es Metokur, Esmeralda?" Kanye's probably like, fucking white people, man. I don't know what is this motherfucker talking about? I have theories, by the way, on why that look exists, on why he's so hunched over. But you're gonna have to wait for it. You're gonna have to wait for it till we get to it. You're gonna have to wait for it. Now this is a dream come true. This is Nick. Oh my God, this is the big time. Now Nick is a massive Kanye West stan. Like, this dude, he LARPs as him. Like, that's love in the eyes that you see there. This is a big deal. He's hanging out with Kanye West. This is the man he idolizes. If you've ever seen, like, Nick did entire streams dressed up in trash bags, wearing Yeezys. Like, the pictures exist out there. Like, here's one of Nick during the winter. He's got the new Kanye West fashion line. He's looking sharp out there, letting the world know that he loves Kanye. But the story gets much bigger. I mean, it's one thing to meet an international superstar rapper, but then the former president of the United States of America, Donald Trump? Holy shit. I think that's a fatality right there. I think the A-logs are done. We can't laugh at the cat boys anymore. He's hanging out with Kanye West and Donald fucking Trump. Now, you think that would be a really happy moment, which is kind of weird, because every time you see a picture of Kanye West and Nicolas J. Fuentes together, they look really sad. They won't look at each other. Look at Kanye's fucking face. Just take a moment to really focus in on his face. There is not one picture that exists of Kanye West around Nick Fuentes where he looks happy. And Nick, on the other hand, looks like he's dealing with some kind of physical pain. A physical pain located somewhere on his body. I'm not sure what that pain might be. We'll speculate later as to what it is. But even the opener that Kanye filmed for Nick's show, just watch how he goes from doing the opener to sad boy really quickly.
I'm Ye. Welcome to America First. We got a great show for you tonight.
Just pure fucking misery.
I'm
Just,
Ye. Welcome
just,
to America First. We got a great show for you tonight.
we got a great show for you tonight. Misery. He looks so, he looks so sad, so dejected. And I thought, why is he so fucked up? Why is he so upset? You know, like what is Nick doing around Kanye West that's making him this fucked up? Right? They're hanging out on the plane. They're hanging out in the airport. They're hanging out at Mar-a-Lago. They're meeting Donald Trump. They're going on the Timcast. They're jet setting and highfalutin. So like, what's going on? Like, what is the conversation behind the scenes that's upsetting? It's upsetting Kanye so much. And then it hit me. I bet you literally every second of the day, when there aren't cameras around, when they're not doing public appearances, and Kanye is just trying to decompress and sit there and focus on how he's going to talk about the Jews or something, Nick taps him on the shoulder and says some shit like this. Kanye, you don't understand. I really love him. I'm a little fucked up right now, Kanye. I'm a little bit of a sad boy right now, Kanye. Oh no, my mom, that should have played. Was that muted? There's no way that was muted. Oh, shameful. How was that muted? Uh-oh. I'm not sure why that clip didn't play. My audio's coming through. I guess you'll have to take my word for it, chat. I'm not sure why it didn't play the audio on that. You'll have to imagine it. Picture it in your head. Let it just kind of gesticulate around a little bit. Audio fail. Boomer fail. I'm telling you, the A-logs are a little shaky right now, folks. They're a little shaky right now. Oh God, I hope the rest of the audio works. But the big story isn't just Kanye West. So Nick meets Kanye. All of a sudden, he's jet setting, and news sources start to come out, and they're speculating that Nick sat down with the president. And in fact, that gets confirmed. The source is wrong. Nick Fuentes, in fact, did have dinner with Trump and Kanye at Mar-a-Lago and spoke directly with the former president, per sources with direct knowledge. Story to come on Axios. And I know there was a lot of speculation. Did they actually sit down and have dinner? There's a little bit of footage. Nick posted it up on his Telegram. There you go. Imagine eating that good. Oh, delicious. Absolutely delicious. Of course, Donald Trump got a lot of pushback for this. I wonder why that is. Why would Donald Trump get pushback for having dinner with Kanye West, Milo Yiannopoulos, and Nick Fuentes? What might be going on there? So Trump starts issuing statements after getting his ass hammered in the press. How could you do this, Donald? How could you sit with the white supremacists? How could you do this? This is everything the Republicans are supposed to be, Donald. And Trump puts his first statement out. This past week, Kanye West called me to have dinner at Mar-a-Lago. Shortly thereafter, he unexpectedly showed up with 3 of his friends, whom I knew nothing about. We had dinner on Tuesday evening with many members present on the back patio. The dinner was quick and uneventful. Then they left for the airport. I love how he phrases, I don't know who the fuck these people are. I've never met them before. I've no clue. Of course, one statement, not good enough. Got to put out another one, a little more direct. Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, was asking me for advice concerning some of his difficulties, in particular having to do with his business. We also discussed, to a lesser extent, politics, where I told him he should definitely not run for president. Any voters you may have voted for should vote for Trump. Anyway, we got along great. He expressed no anti-Semitism, and I appreciated all of the nice things he had to say about me on Tucker Carlson. Why shouldn't I agree to meet? Also, I didn't know Nick Fuentes. And then Don decides, shit, 1, 2, now I think I need 3 statements on this, just to really hammer it home. So, I seriously helped a troubled man who just happens to be black, Kanye West, who's been decimated in his business and virtually everything else, and who has always been good to me, by allowing this request for a meeting at Mar-a-Lago alone so that I can give him very much needed advice. He shows up with 3 people, 2 of which I didn't know. The other a political person who I haven't seen in years. I told him, don't run for office. A total waste of time, can't win. Fake news went crazy. So Trump issues denial after denial after denial as the press is running wild with the story. And of course, if you had listened to anything that Milo Yiannopoulos had really, put up on any of his social media, or even Nick, they're bragging about it, talking a little bit about it. In fact, whereas former President Trump had dinner at Mar-a-Lago this week with Yi, Nicholas, and Karen Giorno, did not go as Trump was expecting. In fact, Milo went on to say that Trump was dazzled, just dazzled, oohed and awed, like a cat with a shiny toy. Couldn't believe it that he was sitting there. So Trump's getting all this shit. Nobody's believing him. Now, of course, later on in the week, Kanye would actually confirm this on Tim Pool during that entire 3 seconds that he was on there. Hopefully, the audio of this one plays, or, oh shit, that's going to suck.
And we sat there, and it was like when Trump came in, I said, do you want to sit alone? He's like, no, bring your friends in. So a big thing is like Trump had no idea who Nick Fuentes was.
Don't know him, have no clue who the fuck this guy is. Now I've got to wait for the stream to catch up to see that the audio player, if I boomered it up again. Okay, good. That played. All right, we're back on track, boys. We're back on track. I don't know who the fuck this Nick guy is. I've never heard of him before. That's gotta really fucking hurt, by the way. You gotta understand it. America First and Nick, that his entire thing, his entire personality, his entire enterprise is built around Donald Trump. America First, MAGA. This is how he got his start. This is what he threw his weight behind for years and years and years. Pictures of him out there sleeping on a bed under his banner. Under his banner? The guy who's like, I don't know who the fuck this is. That's whose banner he sleeps under. Trump, no clue. No clue who Nick Fuentes is. No idea who any of these guys are. And of course, Kanye goes out there and basically confirms that, yeah, I don't know who the fuck these people are. I mean, I've never seen them before in my life. I'm really confused as to why they're here. So, we've got a press cycle going. It looks like things are looking up for Nick. He's revamped his site. He's got a shop up now. You're going to get all this traffic. All the people are talking about him. This is going to be amazing. Him and Milo Yiannopoulos, they're power players. They're kingmakers. They just met with Trump to say that that Kanye West is going to run for president and Trump should be his running mate. They put him in his place. And, telling everybody that, of course, he knows who Nick Fuentes is. Smartest mind of the generation, as Milo put it on Tipcast. But things can never be that easy. You've got to have, like, when a train wreck starts, especially a political one, you expect it to, take a little time to leave the station. You got to build up a little speed. I was expecting we were going to get like a year out of this. I was actually very excited. I thought clown world for a year in politics, all of 2023, this is going to be great. All the backstabbing and backbiting and betrayals, they'll slowly and gradually work their way out there. Apparently not. Apparently, Laura Loomer. Now, you remember Laura Loomer. That was the one that Nick Fuentes fully backed. In fact, he promoted her Zoomers for Loomer campaign and told everybody, get out there and vote. Laura Loomer's my girl, as Nick put it. She's my girl. He flew out to drink Pepsi Nitro with her.
To the hostile takeover of the Republican Party.
Absolutely.
Oh, they're good friends. She's been on the Cozy TV platform. She's hung out with Nick. She's been a part of America First. She knows the ins and outs. They're familiar with each other, friendly with each other. So Laura decides, hey, you know what? I think I'm going to just, I think I'm just going to burn everything to the ground. I think I'm just going to, you took my tires, and now I'm here to take everything from you. Now, I'm not sure exactly what started it. I know that she doesn't get along with Milo Yiannopoulos. But she just figured, fuck it. Let's go full on, right the fuck into it. So Laura starts posting on her Telegram, and she's got lots of interesting little things to say. Laura Loomer. I seem to be one of the few sane and logical people left who cares about protecting President Donald Trump, and also informing Yi about the facts that his campaign manager, Milo, is a professional con artist who was just trying to fleece him for his money, get vengeance on Trump, and eventually blackmail him and everyone in his orbit. This is so wrong. Now, that's quite the accusation, but Laura continues. In fact, she continues for quite some time with receipt after receipt. And wait till you see the picture that she starts to paint of what is going on with Kanye West and his campaign manager, Milo Yiannopoulos, and his hired aide for, I don't know, what is it, PR? Is that what Nick's calling himself? Nick Fuentes. By his own admission and Parler posts from 2 years ago, Milo said he will have vengeance on Trump. That's what this is all about. Exploitation for money, delusions of blackmail to make more money, and Milo getting vengeance on Trump after pretending to be pro-Trump. Lying about people and trying to blackmail them is not very Christian behavior. And if you look closer at those Parler posts, Trump's soaked disappointments were pointless. We defended a selfish clown for nothing. I lost everything helping to put Trump in office. My life and career were completely destroyed. Was it worth it? No. I feel utterly betrayed. I will have my vengeance. I am dedicating the rest of my life to the destruction of the Republican Party. Now, Milo left out a few key details on why his popularity at the time waned. A appearance on the Drunken Peasants, I believe, and talking about boys having sex with men, having sexual relations with Catholic priests, talking about what his thoughts on that were, ended up being a bit too much even for his fan base, caused a bit of a backlash, and definitely hurt his brand, made people pull away. So I'm not sure if it's entirely fair to say that this is all Donald Trump's fault, but we'll roll with it. No, Laura continues even more. Watch this video of Milo Yiannopoulos in his own words, saying he secretly records and saves communications with every public figure he comes into contact with as a way of blackmailing them in the future. Is this Christian behavior? I don't think so. I wonder what kind of blackmail Milo is planning to eventually use against Yi when Milo's anti-Trump crusade is over, and eventually he turns on Yi and tries to exploit him with blackmail too. Everyone who's ever worked with Milo knows this is how interacting with him ends. Every single time. I just happen to have that video clip for you. You can give a listen to yourself and see what you think.
I have an external hard drive. I'll show it to you now. This is called the Vault. This is the Vault. This has shit on everyone you have ever heard of. Video, pictures, emails, audio, text messages, phone calls. Anything you would ever really want to know about every public figure I have ever encountered. Most of the conversations I've had with people when I've been in a single-party consent state. Recorded, archived. I have shit on everyone. And I'm now in a position in my career where I'm perfectly happy to start dropping it all. So I have a lot of crap on Richard Spencer and everybody else. And well, maybe there is a reason to sign up for Telegram after all. So watch this space.
So, Laura's out there putting out the idea that Milo Yiannopoulos blackmails people he works with, he uses people he works with, that he's on a crusade for vengeance, posts up receipts of statements he made a few years ago, talking about how he was ready to get revenge, posts up videos of Milo talking about openly about blackmailing people and going after them. And in fact, that's a sentiment that's been shared by other people. Lauren Southern put out a video where she explicitly said, nearly identically, the same thing to what Laura Loomer's saying. Other people that have worked with him have come out and said similar things as well. But Laura really wants to drive home how fucked up a lot of this is. She's not happy just saying Milo's out there blackmailing people. Milo's a bad guy, right? That this, what she's alluding to essentially is this, that Milo Yiannopoulos in a bid to get revenge against Donald Trump for a perceived slight has latched on to Kanye West, not just for fame and money and power, but to use that to get into a dinner to create black PR. If you look up that term, it's negative PR, to paint him badly, to cost him, to split his base, to fuck his day up. And that to do that, he onboarded Nicholas Fuentes, knowing that all of the stupid shit Nick has said, especially over the last few years, we'll get to some of that, is a poison pill. And the moment the press gets a hold of this, they're just going to shit all over Donald Trump. And this was Milo's master plan And then once Milo's done with Kanye, once he's sucked up all that money and the power and whatever he can get off of him, he'll move on and then have something embarrassing against Kanye or have something embarrassing against Nick. So this is the picture Laura Loomer's trying to paint as she starts posting all these older posts. Like the dog story, which I've never heard this before, but this is what Laura Loomer is posting. So prepare yourself, chat. Milo needs to be deported. Here he is threatening to kill someone's dog because they owe him money. This is animal abuse, and it's a crime in America that people are sent to prison for. FYI, this is who MTG, Marjorie Taylor Greene, was hired as her intern. And this is Kanye West's campaign manager. Kill someone's dog. Laura Loomer, again, forwarded from Jacob Wool. It's so hard to find someone in Washington, D.C. prepared to kill a debtor's dog. Doesn't matter how much money you offer them. That's a post from Milo. They say the craziest criminals and con artists in the world get off on abusing and killing animals. Here's a post where Milo is searching for someone to kill a person's dog in D.C. Truly a disturbed individual. He needs to protect himself and his family from this sociopath. So, what the fuck? That one slipped by me. That one slipped by me a little bit because I've never seen that before. But apparently Loomer's got receipts on everything. She's going apeshit over on Telegram, dropping megaton after megaton after megaton. And she's not even close to done. She decided to throw this one out. You remember how Kiwi Farms got a ton of shit during the Keffels debacle, and MTG got swatted, and somebody then made a fake report to the police as one of their moderators, taking credit for it. Well, Laura Loomer has a different take on what happened with that, on who swatted MTG. I hope MTG and Milo don't swat me next, the way I suspect they may have possibly swatted themselves at MTG's house the night of my primary election on August 23rd, 2022. What if I told you someone may have allegedly, possibly, might have intentionally had themselves swatted the night of my election after they were caught sabotaging my campaign? Holy fucking shit. So Loomer's saying that Milo Yiannopoulos and Marjorie Taylor Greene, aware of all the swattings that were taking place in this sector, decided to jump on the bandwagon and sabotage her and maybe get some publicity for themselves and fake their own fucking swatting. And then on top of that, MTG went on television saying that Kiwi Farms was despicable and just disgusting and they needed to be shut down and not allowed back. Oh yeah, welcome to Political Clown World. Welcome to Political Clown World, and it's only going to get better. In fact, let's kick it up a notch. Let's not just talk about dog killing, fucking dog killing, and fake swattings. Let's involve financial fraud too. Laura Loomer. This isn't going to end well for her. Speaking of Marjorie Taylor Greene, Ryan David Salam is the co-chair CEO of FTX. MTG received $100,000 through Take Back the House 2022 pack from them. You can at the bottom, Laura. Oh, the plot thickens. It's so off the rails. It's so utterly off the rails. It's only been 72 hours. When a shit show, clown show like this starts, it's supposed to have like even Jack Murphy. You remember Jack Murphy putting hooks up his ass and shit? Like that took like a week. That took at least 7 days from him to get a super chat that sent him over the edge in a rage to the point where everything imploded. This hasn't even been 72 hours. I want you to understand how quickly this is devolving. A video comes out with Nick Fuentes hanging out with Kanye West. Big W, not denying it. But then within 24 to maybe 30 hours, Donald Trump has basically said, I don't know who the fuck these people are. Kanye West has confirmed nobody knows who the fuck these people are. That Donald was just meeting Kanye. making them look like a bunch of goofy little fucking hangers-on. Then Laura Loomer, from out of left field, starts dropping shit, metric tons of shit. Just mind-blowing stuff about dog killing and swatting and financial scandals. So you've got Laura Loomer and Marjorie arguing with each other through Telegram and Twitter, talking shit to each other. But what do you think the end result is? Laura starts dropping all of this, right? So what do you think the end result is? What do you think MTG does? Uh-oh. Of course I denounce Nick Fuentes and his racist anti-Semitic ideology. I can't comprehend why the media is obsessed with him. Do you actually report real news? Or just use CNN for your political activism? Have you questioned Democrats if they denounce Israel hating Omar? Well, hey now. If we want to talk about political activism and stuff, Marjorie, maybe we should talk about FTX, because that seems to be a really big, democratically funded bit of activism. Why would FTX, who wants to get Democrats elected, why would they be giving you money? Marjorie, $100,000 really makes me think, gets the fucking noggin jogging. Now, is Laura Loomer insane? Is she making it all up? I have no idea. But I do know, based on the reactions that I'm seeing, that people are getting a little nervous. They get a little freaked out there. All this information, I'm not even kidding you. Every day, Laura Loomer's been doing this. The last time I checked in on Laura Loomer, she was complaining about people slashing her tires. And there was a debate about something smelling like wet bread. That was it. And then there's some news about her like chaining herself to the doors of Twitter, right? But now she's coming out. She's got like a pro wrestler attitude. Right off the top ropes. Right onto Nick Fuentes' neck. She's kneeling on Milo Yiannopoulos. She's throwing Marjorie right into the fucking turnbuckle. She doesn't give a shit. Just dropping bomb after bomb. There's so much shit she put up. In fact, oh god, I think I'm missing one of the better ones too. Hold on, let me let me grab it. Oh, this would be really disappointing if I didn't put this in. Let me grab this one. I promise you, Chad, it'll be great. It's gonna be good. She posts so much stuff, it's hard to keep track. Okay. This was one of the other things that Laura Loomer put up. See, she's got all these receipts of things that Milo Yiannopoulos has said over the time. So let's take a look at what he was saying. You know, what he was saying about, I don't know, Kanye West is, what's that, 8/2/22? That's not very far away, is it? Or I'm sorry, 8/27/22. This is Milo Yiannopoulos. Kanye is gay. Don't make me keep saying it. Most rappers are homos, especially the new crop. Kanye is a pretty pathetic figure. He just got outfoxed by a beard, a Kardashian. Kanye is a very gifted homosexual. I'd kill Kanye because he's gay. Especially the black homosexual Kanye West. We have any? Oh, at least Kanye likes white guys. That's those are all quotes. If anybody asks you about Kanye West and his political ambitions, let me leave that up on screen, and his political ambitions running for president, be sure to quote his campaign manager, Milo Yiannopoulos. Kanye West is a gay man that likes white boys. Kanye West is a gay man. That's a direct quote from Kanye West presidential campaign manager Milo Yiannopoulos. Take it to the bank. Holy shit. Now people have archives. They did a search of all his different social media, and you'll find that he started rapidly deleting a lot of things. Of course, this is stuff that Laura Loomer keeps posting and other people are posting on social media. But like what's going on? Like what exactly is fucking happening here? Now, you know, is Milo a little out of it? Is that what's going on? Is this like is he, you know, just a little off kilter maybe? Maybe something's going on we don't understand. Maybe a little substance abuse speculated perhaps. This is something else that Laura has brought up. Other people have brought up. Well, there was a video that was put up on Kanye West's Twitter account. And if you take a look at it, I don't know. I think it's one of two possibilities. Either somebody snorted something, that's probably an illegal substance, or Satan himself is indwelt inside this person's body and is using them as a meat puppet, as a little flesh suit. Let's take a look.
He didn't know what the lawyers is. You'll still have your lawyer list. And when all the lawyers said, forget it, Trump.
And that's where Satan took over. This is their PR and marketing, by the way. This was a video they put up on Twitter. They okayed this. Milo Yiannopoulos said, you know what? Yeah, this looks good. Me making this face at the guy who I am the political campaign manager of? Yeah, let's go with that. You could literally see him become... I could come up with a monologue of what Milo Yiannopoulos is thinking. He's like, God damn, this guy doesn't shut. It's bad alliteration. I don't know why won't he shut the fuck up. Why is this guy worth $2 billion wearing fisherman boots? What is happening here? But just watch. Just watch the transformation. Imagine you're talking to somebody, right? You're rambling on about something, and just picture Milo Yiannopoulos as that person. How would you react if they made this face to you?
You'll still have your lawyer list. And when all the lawyers said, forget it, Trump's done.
Do you have to take a poop? Is that like I gotta take a shit right now face? Is that what I'm looking at? Is that the mescaline just kicked in face? Is that I can't stand you face? I mean, if Laura Loomer's right, and what she posted are the receipts that she has, where all Milo Yiannopoulos does is talk about how gay Kanye is and how he would kill him. That was the quote Laura Loomer attributed to Milo Yiannopoulos, that Milo said he wanted to kill Kanye West. I'd say that face kind of lines up with that. I'd say that face might be expressing, perhaps, some fucking hatred of the person sitting in front of him. I don't know. Just throwing it out there. Just throwing that out there. So there's Laura. Holy shit. There's Laura dumping the shit nonstop. Just receipt after receipt after receipt. And it got people wondering why, like, what's going on here? I mean, Kanye West is in a shitty situation, right? Like, I'm not even talking about the Kardashian child support or alimony payments. What is like $200,000 a month? I mean, that fucking sucks. But he's got his businesses taken from him, his money taken from him. He has the government coming after him for taxes. Adidas is going to sue him. I think he said on the Tim Pool show for like $250 million, some fucking absurd amount of money. It's like Kanye West he's getting shit on. It turns out his personal trainer is like some MK Ultra super Canadian spy who's trying to get him to eat lithium. Like there's crazy shit going on with Kanye West right now. And so he's out there running on one plank in his political campaign, one thing in his platform, Jews. He wants to get the message out there about Jews. So who better to help him than Milo Yiannopoulos, a very Christian straight man. Milo's never been gay, never had an interracial relationship where he was married to a black man. That never happened. And he is very much a Christian. Except if you listen to what Milo Yiannopoulos happens to say in the article from the Jewish Journal from 2019, where he talks about his Jewish identity, Trump, and Zionism. And how Zionism's pretty kick-ass, y'all, in Berlin. What the fuck? Oh, I think you might have been bamboozled, Kanye. I think this might be what you'd call, I don't know, a nightmare scenario. So you're upset and angry that, as you say, the Jews have taken everything from you. And your response to that is to go hire a Jew who apparently is known for blackmailing people and wanting to destroy them, and apparently hiring hitmen for puppies. And that was the guy you went with? When you sat down and said, who's best to help me on my crusade against the Jewish power structure? You thought to yourself, oh yeah, Milo Yiannopoulos. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. That should work. That should work well. But it's more and more. Again, Laura Loomer, just keep dumping the receipts. Milo has been singing Nick's praises, but in this archive post, you can see Milo say, no offense to Nick Fuentes, but I don't agree with a lot of his views, to put it mildly. So in other words, Milo is not only trying to hurt Donald Trump, he's also trying to grift off Yi and Nick for money and headlines. Oh my God. Wasn't it Nick Fuentes who went on and on and on at great length about loyalty? Oh my God, Judas McNeil. Judas McNeil betrayed me, my love of my life. Oh, my little rumper dumper boy. I'm a come hunting for his fluids. And he betrayed me. He stuck a knife in my back and loyalty, 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 loyalty. And Nick, I guess I'm confused. You spent 5 to 6 years building up an identity and a political platform around Donald Trump, America First, and MAGA. And then, when a Jewish guy known for blackmailing people comes along, you instantly stab Donald Trump in the back by setting him up so you can meet Kanye West. All it took was a Jewish man introducing you to the BBC, and you stabbed Donald Trump in the back. Nick Fuentes, leader of the white race, Mr. I got cookie analogies about the Holocaust. I'm an edgy boy. Let me talk about USS Liberty. All that shit. All out the window. Because Milo Yiannopoulos promised you some big black cock. Am I understanding that right? Do I have that timeline down correctly? Seems a little weird. How many pieces of silver did you get, Nick? How many pieces did you get, Judas? When you betrayed Trump, when you set him up, when you let Milo use you like a little puppet, a little McDonald's vomiting puppet. And based on the receipts that Laura's posting, and I know you could say Laura's making it up, but Nick, Laura's somebody you worked with as well. So who's the liar? This is actually quite funny, chat, because Nick basically is stuck in between an argument between two Jewish people about who's betraying him the most and who he supports. He supports both of them. He's working with Milo Yiannopoulos to, I guess, take down Trump or get Kanye elected, but he also worked with Laura Loomer to try to put her into office. And in fact, sided with her when the whole MTG thing was going down, and she was throwing shade at her. Flew out, met her, drank. I mean, we've got the clip. We've got the clip there. Where's my clip of them drinking fucking Pepsi Nitro together?
To the hostile takeover of the Republican Party.
Absolutely.
So which Jew are we trusting, Nick? Which one? It's so weird to me. How is it that Nick Fuentes is known, super based, for talking about the Jews, and it seems like all Nick Fuentes does is work with the Jews? Talked about how Cozy was a platform built with the help and financing of Jewish people, how America First had some of the best Jews in it, helping Jewish people try to get elected into political office, helping Jewish people try to get Kanye West elected, helping Jewish people go after Donald Trump. Seems like a lot of Jews are involved. I'm just really confused. For somebody that espouses a view that you don't like Jews and that they're a problem, why do you work with so many? Nick, why are you so intimately involved with so many? Nick, what's going on there, guy? Now, it just keeps getting stupider. So you have the Mar-a-Lago dinner, and then basically everything goes tits up, and Donald Trump is saying, I don't know who the fuck these people are. Laura Loomer starts to just dropping receipts everywhere all over the internet of all sorts of crazy shit she says is true. Other people are chiming in to confirm it. And while this is going on, right, you've got Kanye kind of out there tweeting stuff. This was the initial one. This is the very first one. First time at Mar-a-Lago, rain and traffic. Can't believe I kept President Trump waiting. I had on jeans. Yikes. What do you guys think his response when I asked him to be my running mate in 2024? That's very yay. That's very nay. But then other tweets started showing up. Now, you tell me how this sounds to you. Does this sound like something the rapper Kanye West would tweet out? As much as Ben and I disagree, I pray he joins me in saving our country. You know what they say? Love your enema. I mean, sleeping's not my core competency when I'm sleepy. Or spelling's not my core competency when I'm sleepy. If Nick keeps tweeting from my account, the only platform I'll have left is Truth Social. And then Raheem Kassam says, it's Milo. As a former editor of his, I recognize the poor syntax and shielding of himself by naming others. It is literally all he does, and he doesn't realize it's become boomer as fuck. So, when Laura was saying earlier that Milo would throw people under the bus or blackmail them or use them as a tool whenever it's expedient, now you've got Kanye West's Twitter account putting out really dumb, cringy shit. And then basically people are confirming, oh, that's totally Milo, and it's name dropping Nick to make him look bad. So I guess that goes back to which Jew are we believing, Nick? Is it Laura Loomer or is it Milo Yiannopoulos? Holy fuck. And of course, now that it's entered the news cycle, well, it's just starting to be honest, shows up on Kimmel. And of course, what clip do you think they want to play on Kimmel? When they're going over this, what clip do you think they're like, yeah, you know, I think I want to share this. I think I want to share this with the world. I think I want this to be the representation of Nick Fuentes. Now, I don't want to get copyright struck, obviously. Big television. Oh, the Jews are out to get me, guys. So I can't play any clips from this. But I did find an approximation of what Kimmel put up, which is basically Nick saying this.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
I got news for you. Liking women is gay. Oh, we stand at the edge of amazing shit. We stand at a moment where all the clips you've ever heard and you might have thought, God, that's fucking stupid or silly or embarrassing. Like we'll play some of them. We'll in a minute or two here, take a break and we'll come back. We'll play some of them. But the cum hunting, the black light, the rumper dumper. Oh, there's so much shit that exists outside of politics that if this reminds me of almost like a more extreme version of what happened to Sargon. Like Sargon had like 2 sound bites that were bad, right? And I was pretty sure when he ran for office that those sound bites would be picked up. And they ran with them for quite some time. Nick makes those look like they're nothing. Nick has got so much goofy shit that he has said on stream. So much just dumb fuckery that exists out there. That when they finally stumble, I don't know how they're going to present it. I don't know what mainstream media's take on rumper dumpers and hunting for cum is going to be. But when they find it and they play it, I want to hear Kanye's response. I want Kanye's response to that. Because remember, like, he's already in the shit. His campaign manager basically called him a gay dude that wants to fuck white boys and said he'd kill him. And then his PR guy is out there hunting for cum and pumping rubber dumpers. This is such a nightmare. This is such a nightmare. It's a landmine field that Kanye West has like fucking willingly walked into. And I don't know why. I don't know why he did it. It's just he chose poorly, chat. It's clown world. Oh boy. Oh, we got a $50 super chat here. Let me throw this one out from no one for 50. Have you listened to the Josiah tapes? Patrick Tomlinson gets prank called for 45 minutes and melts down after thinking for a month he was talking with a real journalist and speaks exactly how he tweets. P.S. Call Tyler a Highland William Wallace LARPer. I'm not sure who the fuck Tyler is, but you're a Highland William Wallace LARPer. There you go. That's what that $50 bought you. From CeeLo for 99. Howdy, my fellow. I believe that's a moon, and that's a cricket emoji. I'm not sure what you're trying to imply there, sir. Hope you're feeling better these days. Big fan since 2015. Glad to see you're keeping it up here and on Odyssey. Rip Spider Island Mary, by the way. Oh, we'll all miss her. From Carl Schwartz. Have a Merry Christmas, friend. Post your tree on Chudbuds or post when you get it up. Well, of course I will. And not a troll. What the hell happened to my donation? YouTube dono sucks. I don't know. I thought you were goofing with me. And then finally, for 400 from Mark Nelson, We need more internet insanity and deviance, Jim. I've always wanted to catch you live, and I finally have. Well, I hope it's living up to the expectations. As we talk about one of the dumbest fucking political campaigns in modern history that's imploding within 72 hours. I mean, to go from a W of meeting Kanye and Trump, and then to have it start to just fall apart that quickly. To have Trump basically, it's not even that Trump denounced you. He doesn't even know who the fuck you are. He doesn't. There's no denouncement here. It's just like I don't know who the fuck this guy is. Oh, we haven't even really got to the Timcast stuff yet. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of shit to get to. So we'll take a small break. A small break. Everybody grab a drink, have a moment. But now would be the perfect time to go and buy 48 hats and 35 shirts. Hat funded economy, folks. It's a hat funded economy. Let me I've got to find a break song that I can play that's going to be acceptable. And I know what it's going to be. Oh, is it not up here? Oh, no, here it is. I'm just going to keep playing it for some reason because I find it amusing. I like Rama Rama, so we're going to have Peppa Pipkin karaokeing Rama Rama while I go get a drink. And, oh yeah, that is the dancing pudding. There he is. So, 5-minute break. I'll be right back. Let me make sure the audio's working so you don't scream boomer at me. Because I'm an old man, I'm confused.
That's the most relatable song of... I don't think petrol. Is there lyrics on here? Hold on. Oh. At us, we can't sniff forever. Show me sister, show me brother. For one another. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah! Come on, come on. For the leaders, I've got the land. Don't sniff petrol from a can. You put your petrol in the college stage. Don't be Rama, it's messing with your brains. It's deadly, don't you understand? If you don't sniff petrol from a can, you put your petrol in the car it goes. Don't be Rama, and sniff it up your nose. Rama, don't be 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 Rama. Love your friends and protect your family. They are with you when you are lonely. Don't bandera, don't bandera. When you stop, your brains will be clear. Come on, come on, come on, come on, yeah! Come on, come on. Let's go, Jack! Leaders of the Bavada lands. You don't sniff petrol from a can. You put your petrol in the car stage. Don't be Rama, it's messing with your brains. Say you're deadly. Do you understand? You don't sniff petrol from a can. Put your petrol in the car it goes. Don't be Rama, and sniff it up your nose. The fuck is Rama? Gonna get caught like Laden Osama. Yeah, I tell you, 'cause I can't tell you.
When I was walking in the street, see them boys and girls are sniffing too much petrol. Killing your brains.
For the leaders of the Bavada lands. You don't sniff petrol from a can. You put your petrol in the car stage. Don't be Rama, it's messing with your brain. You say you're deadly. Do you understand? You don't sniff petrol from a can. You put your petrol in the car it goes. Don't be Rama, sniff it up your nose. Use your brains, think about your culture. No sniffing! Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, chat, you can't be sniffing. No Rama Rama over here. No Rama Rama over here. Okay, all right. Let me clear Pippa out of the way. There you go, Chad. It was Pippa Pipkin doing karaoke. People are like, why? Why did of interest? Why did he include that in the little Year of the Chud artwork? That was why. Because over on Odyssey, I've been playing it during breaks. Because I need some variation in my songs. Like I got some bangers that sadly I can't play over here because I would immediately be shut down. Like there's 4 or 5 of them, and not one of them could I play over here. There's just no conceivable way. Not even like just humming along to them. Just humming along to them, it's going to be a bit of a problem. But I forgot. You know, we showed that clip earlier where Kanye's talking to Tim Pool and basically says, "Yeah, Trump doesn't know who the fuck Nick Fuentes is." But how did that interview go in and of itself? Well, Kanye showed up to sit down with Tim Pool, and they were going to have it was going to be a big podcast. I think Tim hit like 90,000, nearly 100,000 viewers. Like he was cresting. You know, it was getting really high up there. This is a big deal. So Kanye West shows up. He brings Milo, his campaign manager. He brings Nick, his advisor, I guess. I'm not sure. Again, I don't know what the official title is, but it's some kind of advisory role. Because I believe Nick had done a stream where he'd said that he was going to step back from streaming for a while to help the Yee campaign out. So I'm sure there'll be an official title eventually. But they all sit down with Tim. They're going to have this long conversation about politics, about the Trump dinner, anything that Kanye wants to talk about. And I'd say like maybe 15, 20 minutes into it, everything goes completely tits up. So let's take a look at how that conversation ended up playing out.
Got money, right? God is using me. He's breaking me down, removing all of the, richest person, all of this, so I can serve him. And the more and more those things are taken away from me, the more I can be empty and be a vessel and be able to be used. And right now, it's like, you're not going to take, if we can't, you're not going to take my pain away, right? The Jewish people say, it's the Holocaust, this happened, and you can't say anything about it. We can't take their pain away. No one's going to denounce the fact that they tried to lock me up. That's what, because every time I'm just holding stride, and it's like, I thought I was more Malcolm X, but I find out I'm more MLK, because as I'm getting hosed down every day by the press and financially, I'm just standing there. And when I found out that they tried to put me in jail, it was like a dog was biting my arm, and I almost shed a tear, almost, but I still walked in stride through it. Yeah.
I think they've been extremely unfair to you.
Who was they though? We can't say who they is.
Corporate press. I'm not using I don't use the word as the way I guess you guys use. I'm talking.
It is
about
them though, isn't it? I mean, because because when you think about it, consider it. In 2018.
What do you mean it's not?
What do I mean? Like, okay, so how about? Are you leaving?
Are you referring to the press?
He's gone. I'll say it right now. You guys want to bring that stuff up, and then think we're not going to have
Oh no! Oh no, Kanye! Oh no, Tim! So they're having their conversation, and he just walks out. Who are they? Now, if Tim had a sense of humor, he would have literally pointed at Milo Yiannopoulos and said, "That's they." He would have pointed at Milo and said, "That's they sitting right there, Kanye. That's they. They are right there." Of course, he didn't. Not thinking quick on his feet. Kanye ends up just walking out. Now, I'm sure that's to generate publicity. Tim Pool had speculated on his show that this was a publicity stunt to get them into the news cycle, to get people talking about them, to get, I guess, more eyes on them. And perhaps, I mean, if Laura Loomer's saying that this is a giant op, a 24-hour op, a big old gay op to go after Donald Trump and tear down the Republicans and get attention on them, they're going to want that news cycle continuing as long as they can get it to go. So what better way than to throw a fit and walk out on an interview, because the host won't let you talk about Jewish people. They won't. Who is they? Oh, they're Jews. That's who he was talking about, Tim. That's who he was bringing up. But I mean, I don't know if they understand. This is 2022. We're not even in 2023 yet. This is just going to be a clip that gets played later on, and people are going to say, "Look at him. Kanye West can't take the heat. Look at him. He throws tantrums. He walks out. A clip that gets played later on, and people are going to say, look at him. Kanye West can't take the heat. Look at him. He throws tantrums. He walks out. They're not going to say, oh, how based is that? It's just going to make him look bad. I want you to imagine Kanye and Donald on stage. Can you imagine the amount of shit talk that's going to go on? Like Kanye was bringing up Jared Kushner. Trump could just look at him and be like, Milo Yiannopoulos. He doesn't have to say anything else. Kanye could talk about Jared Kushner till he's blue in the face, and Donald just whispers into the mic, Milo Yiannopoulos. And that's it. That's all he's got to do. That's all he's got to do. This is like some fucking weird. It's Twilight Zone shit. It's Twilight Zone shit. I mean, what do we have? If you take all the stuff Loomer said, if you take the appearance on Tim Pool's thing, if you take the arguments that are being made about Trump from Kanye, and Kanye's grievances right now that are going on with other people, it's like, it's nothing but Jewish people fucking with other Jewish people for giggles. You've got Kanye complaining and saying there's a Jewish conspiracy against him, and then he hires a Jewish guy who's then getting kneecapped by a Jewish woman. Like, what the fuck is going on? And then the other politicians involved are taking money from another Jewish guy, the bank man, who's involved in the FTX scandal and has his fingers in politics. Now, a lot of people have speculated, is this like Mercer money involved in this? Like, who's funding this debacle? Somebody has to be paying for this. Somebody's got to be sitting back, eating popcorn, and watching everybody act like just retards. Like, who's footing the bill for this one? I mean, it could be the Mercers. I know they like to get involved in politics. It could be a lot of people, to be honest. All I know is it's fucking funny. This is grade A entertainment. You don't get goofy shit like this very often. This is like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I am loving the fuck out of it. I am absolutely willing to give Nick a W for meeting Kanye West and Donald Trump. It's a very, very winning move. And of course, then to immediately stab Donald Trump in the back, yeah, that's super good, Judas. And then to have people basically dropping screen caps where Milo not only makes fun of the candidate who you're a stan of. Like, remember, it's not just that, like, Nick, it's not just that Milo had you put a knife in the back of Donald Trump. He openly takes his time to shit all over Kanye West. That's the dude you stand for. Calling him gay, saying he likes white boys, which I guess maybe brings me back to that Hunchback picture. You know what I was talking about? How Nick looks, he looks a little disheveled. He looks a little out of it, right? And then you look at the sad boy picture. You remember that one too, where they won't even look at each other. It's like this uncomfortable energy between the two of them. And then you think about what Milo said about Kanye liking those white boys, and you think, what might what might be going on here? What potentially is a story of why these two men look so uncomfortable with each other? Like, I don't know. Maybe they had an encounter. In that encounter, things went wrong. I mean, it's not like there are ex-girlfriends out there of Kanye West that are saying things like, "Aw, Kanye West, are you mad I'm not around to play in your asshole anymore? Fingers in the booty ass bitch." So, is it possible that Nick Fuentes found out fantasy and reality are two different things? And that getting your rumper bumper humper dumped doesn't feel as good as you might have thought it did? Is it possible he finally got that dumper pumped and realized that, oh, having a BBC up my shithole doesn't feel as great as I thought it would? And now these two men can't look at each other? Is that a possibility? Is that possibly what might be happening here? Really take a look at how Nick walks through that airport. Guys, if you ever had anal with your girlfriend or your wife, ever notice how funny she walks afterwards? I'm sure this applies to gay guys too. Guys out there who's fucked another dude. You ever notice your boyfriend walk a little funny afterwards? That's the kind of he's doing that little duck walk, that I got to keep my cheeks together walk through that airport. There's always a price. There's always a price to pay. There's no such thing as a free lunch, is there, Nick? Oh God, where's the rumper dumper stuff? Let me make sure to pull that up because people will be like, "What is that? What do you mean rumper dumper?" I believe it's on YouTube as Dumper Wars. I'm fairly certain it's on YouTube as Dumper Wars. Yes, it is. I'll play a little audio for you just to give you an idea what I'm talking about. This was a conversation that Nick had with Jaden. And again, I'll remind you, Jaden's the dude he took like 482 creep shots of and then posted them on Telegram. They're like there are thousands of pictures of Jaden asleep, passed out, and Nick is like taking pictures between his legs and shit. It's very weird. And then he's going on long tirades talking about how much he loves him and how he's betrayed. Judas betrayed me. But here's some audio where he's talking about a little bit of dump and hump and rubber pump.
Dumper Wars.
I'm trying to game, okay? And you're bringing me down.
I'll come over there and slap your fucking dumper.
Dude, that is gay.
You're gonna get dumper punched. I'm gonna fucking punch your dumper.
I'll turn around and beat the shit out of you, okay? You little midget.
You're gonna be holding your fucking dumper in your hands.
Tiny little guy.
I'm bigger than you are, bro.
Not true, other than your gut.
Yeah, I'll belly blast your dumper.
Oh, this is the PR manager for Kanye West's political campaign. This is what the fuck is going on? This is the dude that's writing Kanye's speeches. Talking about belly blasting people's dumpers. This is the dude that's going to take on the Republican power structure. What is Kanye West going to get up on stage with Trump and be like, I'm going to humper bump your dumper pump?
What?
What is right? Dude's a weirdo, man.
Huh?
This guy's a weirdo. You with your
True,
little
actually.
laptop bag walking around in your yellow shorts, dude. I would beat the shit out of you. Sure you would, dude.
Dumper Wars.
Nick is literally the smallest guy I've ever seen.
That's literally not true because you saw Beardson on the same weekend.
Not true
Tear
at
your
all.
dumper up. Yeah, it is
That's
true. I would
not
tear your
true.
little dumper
That
up.
is so
You'd
gay.
be go
Stop
crying
saying
back
that.
home to Nebraska.
Literally, bro, that's not true.
Yeah, we'll have to see. AFPAC too. That'll be the main
Dude,
event.
I've been a fighter since junior high when I was being bullied. Why don't we go? And you said, I like to watch. I just like to watch.
Now, when you take this conversation into context, how do you walk away from this with, God, what a shit show. I'm going to belly blast your dump. I'm going to pump your dumper. I am not small. I'm bigger than Beardson. You're going to find out how big I am when I bumper blast in your little booty hole. I'm going to belly blast your dumper. This is a serious political movement. Welcome to America for all the foreigners watching and thinking, God, what are American politics like? Here you go. I like to watch. Yes, chat. I like to watch. Now, I have another theory as to why, potentially, all of these people look so miserable around each other. Why is it when you see Milo Yiannopoulos, Kanye West, and Nick Fuentes together, they all won't look at each other, and they look disinterested and upset? My theory is the most unhappy people on earth is a room full of bottoms without a top. Imagine 3 gay dudes, all of them bottoms, because remember, where it is, here we go. You mad I'm not around to figure you, fingers in the booty ass bitch? Imagine 3 bottoms stuck on an airplane, desperate to get deep dicked down by somebody, but nobody wants to do it because they're all submissive. I mean, Nick may talk about pumping dumpers, but Jaden put it pretty clear. He's a little guy that likes to watch. So that's my theory on the sad boys. That's my theory. I'm throwing it out there. I'm not Laura Loomer. Okay, I don't have these fucking dossiers on people. Apparently, like she does. I don't know what other shit she's got lurking. God, I'm sure she's got more shit. Why wouldn't she have more shit? Oh, God bless America. God bless America and its politics. I think this is probably going to reach the level of something like Monica Lewinsky. Just in terms of sexual talk. That's where I feel like it's going with this. I feel bad for Kanye West. Like, this is a dude that's at a low point. He's got all this shit going on. He's getting fucked with. Like, he's going through his version of Red Pill Tourette's like JonTron did when he went on that stream. You know what I mean? Like, he's really getting fucked with, and he's trying to, like, cope with it. And then you got these grifters. These disingenuous fucking grifters that come along and latch onto him for money and fame. They're going to use him and abuse him and toss him into the toilet because they don't give two fucks about Kanye West. In fact, if Milo is the mastermind to get his revenge on Donald, I think he chose Fuentes not because he's necessarily just a poison pill and into politics, but because he's such a huge Kanye West fan that he could get Nick to go along with anything to meet the man. And now Nick is so deep into it. Well, how do you get out? It's not like Nick can just walk away now and be like, you know what, I think Milo's taking advantage of Kanye. I've got to get away from this. Oh, you're in for a penny, in for a pound. You're in for it. And that despair. That despair is going to drip off you. So I'm very excited. I'm looking forward to all the wonderful quotes and all the embarrassing shit. And Laura Loomer just off the top rope with just crazy shit day after day. Like, oh, whose dog was it, Laura? You said Milo Yiannopoulos wanted to hire a hitman to kill a puppy. Whose fucking dog was that? Are they going to get like an exclusive interview? Because you know how the press works, right? If you put a story like that out there and say Kanye West campaign manager, potential dog killer, ? They're going to go interview this guy. Are we going to have like some mini documentary, some 30-minute interview with a guy holding a puppy where he's talking about Milo Yiannopoulos' plot to have it assassinated? Holy fuck. What a shit show. It's not just going to be, don't take me wrong, it's not going to just be all the goofy quotes from Nick and shit. There will be funny ones. But it's going to be all this shit from Milo because of Laura Loomer. And then all the cozy streamers. Nick runs a video platform where he handpicks people. And the people he handpicks, half of them are felons. You got one guy that literally said the only reason he beat his child was because his wife was holding the kid and the kid got in the way, so it made it difficult to beat her. That's a cozy streamer. A cozy streamer said his domestic abuse charges and child terrorism charges stem from the fact that if his wife hadn't been holding their son, he never would have hit the kid. But he got in the way of my punch, officer. You got another guy convicted of revenge porn, won't say who that is, who ate some poop and punched a cop. You got another guy that maces people. He's going to jail for a while. It's kind of fucking remarkable. It's kind of fucking remarkable, the quality of people on Cozy TV. So that's going to be fun, watching that all get dragged up. Hey, why is your PR guy, Kanye, hiring domestic abusers that beat children? What's dumper pumping? Why is there cum black lights? What's this about assassinating dogs, Milo? Hey, Marjorie, is it true you're involved with FTX? Like Laura, man, holy shit. It's like a scene out of it's like one of those action movie scenes. Like she doused everything in gasoline and just threw like a slow-mo through the match in, and now is slow walking away with the explosion behind her. And like it's not just it's not public stuff either that she's only posting. She's putting up private conversations, DMs and shit. So I've got a feeling like Laura Loomer has like a war chest of stuff. She saw that Milo video where he talks about blackmail and she's like, I'd better be prepared. I'd better be fucking ready. Because when I go to war with this guy, he's going to come at me, so I better have stuff ready for him. So she's already got one politician to denounce Nick Fuentes. You know, she dragged her into it and got her to denounce it. And now she's all fucked up because they're talking about finances. They're talking about why do you have a foreigner as an intern on your staff? You're not supposed to do that. And then the swatting shit. Can you imagine if they, like, that's so wild. Does Laura Loomer have proof of that? Could Laura Loomer in like a week put out proof that somebody in our government working with a foreigner basically pulled off a gay op to blame a gossiping forum on the internet? That's so insane. Is Keffels involved? Is there Keffels money involved in this? Was the bank man financing them all? That could go so many different ways. Such wild speculation. What the fuck is going to happen next? Oh, man. American politics are the greatest shit ever. This should have you. This is what I'm talking about, chat. When I say year of the chat, this is what I mean. This is that energetic shit. This is the shit that should make you smile. This should make you want to get up in the day and say, fuck, I need to read about this because I want to see where this clown car bullshit's going next. What crazy thing's going to happen next? Who's going to come out talking about fingering somebody's asshole, assassinating puppies, fake swattings, FTX financial manipulation, blackmail, sexual trysts, criminal records, financial fraud? It just goes on and on and on. Like, where does it go next? At the heart of it, I guess it's two stories, really. I think this probably highlights a lot. This is probably like the most tried and true, example of what politics is. You get somebody like a Kanye West, who probably is legitimate, who really believes what he says, who's in a bad place and he's fucked up and he's mad and he wants to talk about it, and he wants to make that his political platform, and he's been burned so much he's willing to get burned some more. But what happens? What happens to somebody like that pops up and wants to say what they think is the truth? In come the fucking grifters. In come the people to manipulate him, to make a buck off him, to turn him into a freak show and a sideshow, to use his political and financial capital for their own benefit, and then to toss him into the trash when inevitably in 6 months or a year, he gets put in an asylum, or he turns around and says fuck it, or whatever it is that happens. But that is politics. It's that one person that really believes in something, who trusts the wrong people, who abuse them and use them, and then toss them away. And then what are we left with when we look at the political field? We're left with everybody that knows to avoid that because they're also dirty. This is why politics sucks. Because the real ones get absolutely kneecapped and used up and thrown right in the trash. And the only people left are, it's basically nobody you want to vote for. Nobody you'd want to get behind. It's a little depressing, but it is funny though. It is funny. And it's a sad clown sort of funny, chat. I suppose is what I'm saying. It's a sad clown funny. So that is a story of our November. I know. There's a lot of wild shit going on. Again, Elon Musk out there, Twitter, amnesty, is that going to happen? He promised it was. He took a vote last week saying, hey, everybody, Twitter amnesty is coming up. And then Monday comes around, nothing happens. Tuesday comes around, nothing happens. It's Wednesday, nothing's happened. So are the accounts coming back? Nobody knows. Then Musk is throwing out stuff saying that he has evidence that Twitter interfered with the elections. He's talking about the undue influence that Apple and other companies have when they're enforcing rules and regulations and profit sharing on their app store through phones. So like Elon's doing a lot of wild shit right now. But we don't know like what is the end result of that. Like, yeah, that started happening near the end of November as well, but like it hasn't played itself out yet. Like I don't know where it's going to go. Again, Elon kneeled on Tim Cook by making him basically take him on a tour of Apple headquarters. So Apple tries to get all snotty with him, strong arm him, talk shit to him. And the next thing you see is Elon Musk tweeting out a picture of Apple headquarters saying, "Hey, thanks, Tim. Thanks, little bitch. Hey, that's how you should address him from now on. That's how Elon should address Tim Cook from now on. Hey, little bitch. Thanks for taking me to your headquarters, little bitch. Thanks for showing me around, little bitch. Who runs this now, little bitch?" So I don't know. I don't know how it's going to play out. We'll have to wait a little while to see what's going on with Elon Musk and his crusade against everybody. I mean, some people, yeah, I see in chat. Some people did come back. Sargon of Akkad, he got his account back. I think it's his old one too. It's like his one from like 7 years ago. Oh, which is nice, because now maybe Sargon, this might be your chance. You might be able to get, with everything that's going on, given how fucking insane everything is right now. Sargon, you really, honest to God, might be able to get Donald Trump to tweet out Gamergate 2. You might be able to get that to finally fucking happen. Like, that would look better for Donald Trump than everything that's going on right now. The best way to disassociate himself with all this crazy shit going on with Yiannopoulos and Fuentes and Kanye. Gamergate 2. We gotta, Sargon 1. You're right, chat. It's finally his time. I liked my Applebee jokes. The UKIP thing was funny, but Sargon was playing the long game. And it's time. It's Gamergate 2 time. Sargon 1, Gamergate 2. That's where we're going with it, chat. That's what's coming. A few other things I suppose we can touch on. I know news came out that Boogie has cancer, and then threatened to sue everybody because they gave him shit over it for some reason. That's the story. Nick Rekieta, apparently, this is the funniest shit to me. So there's this product called Baldo, and I can't go into great details about it. I did an Odyssey stream on it. You can check it out over there, I guess. But what I found funny was the company itself. It's a ball-focused dildo that basically is trying to teach people to, I swear, this is like some subversive thing, try to teach people to take the knot. And then when you go to look at the customer reviews on their PR page, when you look at the customer reviews on the PR page, there's somebody like Furfuck and Pigbutt, I think were their names. It's like, I don't know, Furfuck and Pigbutt, something like that. Said, we love this product. Taught us how to take the knot. Baldo taught us how to take the knot. I'd be careful of that Baldo things, folks. I think it's trying to fuck with you. I think they ruse Nick. I think this company, it almost feels like a trolling op, where they reach out to him. They're like, hey man, you should you're wild. You like to drink. You have fun on your streams and stuff. You should review this product. And Nick was probably like, what the fuck is this? Trust us, dude. It's totally normal. Don't worry about fur fucking pig butt. Okay? They loved it. Just try it and see how it works out. Shameful. Yeah, I don't, chat, I don't understand how it's supposed to work, the technicalities of it. But you use how would I say this scientifically so I don't get YouTube mad? you wrap your testicles in plastic and then use them for insertion. So I don't know who came up with that product idea, but it feels like a troll to me. It feels like somebody's having a bit of a giggle and they've ruse-cruised Rekieta into reviewing it as a real product. somebody took the time to make a fake company just to fuck with him, and they got him good. They got him really good. Somebody in chat said Nick reached out to them for the sponsorship. I refuse to believe it. I refuse to believe it. I don't believe you for a second. Oh. What a month. Holy shit, is December going to be fun. I can't even, can you imagine where it's going to go? Based on everything that's happening right now? Can you begin to fathom how absolutely fucking crazy December is going to be? We're going to get a wild arc. Because here's my speculation. I want to put some guesses down. Let's see how right I am. I think a couple things are going to happen. Laura Loomer is going to keep posting more receipts. She says she has them. I think Milo Yiannopoulos, by his own admission, who has his own, hard drive full of a ton of shit, probably has something on Laura Loomer. So we're going to get some weird war between Milo and Laura as they start dropping shit on one another on social media. I don't know how crazy it's going to get, but it should be funny. Somebody's going to track down the owner of the puppy that was allegedly due for assassination and get an interview with them to figure out what the hell that's about. More of those quotes are going to come out about dumper pumping and cum hunting. And I think Kanye's seriously going to start to be like, What the fuck have I gotten myself into? What in the fuck have I gotten myself into? We'll have Elon Musk dropping more information, potentially granting amnesty to a bunch of shit posters who are going to come back and have some spicy things to say. We'll see Apple bend the knee some more because they're a little bitch now when it comes to Elon. Maybe the mastermind behind the Baldo company will come out and announce that it was all just a goof. I don't know. But December's going to be great. You got to keep that positivity up. You're going to watch unfold a political drama it's goofy and it's stupid and it's full of people that are flawed, and that's what makes it so fucking entertaining to watch. And so just like you get so caught up in it that you're like, I have to know more. I have to know how this ends. Who's gonna betray who? This is like a fucking daytime soap opera at this point. I mean, is Milo gonna betray Nick? Is Nick gonna betray Milo? Is Laura gonna drop more shit? Are we gonna have somebody completely unrelated throw in to start more shit? Because right before all this began, Ollie Alexander and Milo Yiannopoulos were screaming at each other, making wild accusations about each other. Are they gonna start to have a fight too? Like, where does it end? So, December's gonna be great. We're gonna end the year of the Chud on a high note with great political theater, with the restructuring of a major social media platform, potentially information about the employees at the platform who interfered with an election and did other weird shit behind the scenes, and of course, it's just whatever goofy shit pops up. I don't know. This year's been wild. We started off with Jack Murphy shoving hooks up his butt, and we'll probably end the year with somebody putting something up their butt. It's a nice bookend. Starts with anal insertion, ends with anal insertion. All right, that's how you could, if you describe 2022 to somebody, or years from now, your grandchildren are like, what was it like in 2022? You could be like, it was a year of putting things up your ass. That's how I would describe that year as very painful for my ass. That's how I would put it. It's very, my rumper dumper got humper pumped one too many times. Oh, Chad. What a world we live in. Oh, it's so fucking goofy and dumb. It's just the best. All right. Well, we'll move on to super chats. Thank you for everybody that came out. I hope you had a good November. I hope you have a great December. I hope we go into December and we get just the best political theater. I think we're going to. I think it'll end in a disaster. The only thing I'm disappointed in, again, keep that positivity. The only thing I'm disappointed in is how quickly it's unraveling. It's like 72 hours. This should be taking longer. So I'm hoping they can stretch it out at least 30 more days. I wanted a year. I don't know if we'll get a year, but at least 30 more days of disaster, just to make December just that extra special chef's kiss end to the year. That's what we need. That's truly what we need to finish it off. All right, let me I'll grab one more drink here. Oh boy, more drinks. And then we'll jump into super chats. Everybody that came out, thanks for coming out. Anybody that wants to stick around, I'll read through the super chats like I usually do. The last year of the Chud. Remember, it's a 2022 thing only. I can't tell you what next year will be called. I don't know. I don't know what name will be for that one. But we got one more. That's it. That's it. It's over. Year of the Chud ends next month. So thank you for coming out. I hope to see you at the last Year of the Chud stream next month. Everybody else, we'll get to super chats in a minute. Let me grab something for our musical break again. YouTube makes it a little more difficult. I know what I can do. Dude, I got the perfect thing here. Let me put some things together. Where is it here? First, we need a few pictures. We need to create a collage for this break. We need our sad boy picture. Okay, that's important. We need the hunchback one, but let's get that. Just the face. We just want the face. We want that sad boy face. That's what we want. Look at that. Look at that. I've made mistakes face. There we go. That's good. And then we're going to want the I stuck my fingers up your asshole quote, of course. It's always good. It's always good to have that one there. Put that, I don't know. Put that right there. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. All right. We're getting things together for our break before we get into super chats. Let me just do this. It's going over there. Let's make it an experience. Dancing pudding. Why not? And then a song to think about. All the clues that are before you while we take our break. J Squad. Of what might be going on.
We gotta find